New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has been questioned over comments made by her friend which suggested US President Donald Trump mistook her for Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's wife at the recent APEC conference. In a television interview with New Zealand's TVNZ1's Breakfast on Monday, Ms. Ardern clarified that someone observing the meeting second-hand told her they thought Mr. Trump had confused the two women. Someone said they thought that had happened, but in all my interactions, Mr. Trump did seem to have confused me when I interacted with him, Ms. Ardern said. They observed what they believed to be mistaken identity. I did pick that up. I then had an interaction that suggested he knew who I was. That was the point at which I had been properly introduced, so that had probably cleared it up. They then said afterwards that they thought that was what had happened. When pressed by the show's host Jack Tame, she refused to identify the person who had made the comment. I know it's a bit of intrigue, but lots of things go on behind the scenes. In these meetings, she said, get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Ms. Ardern acknowledged having mentioned the incident to her mate, Kiwi comedian Tom Sainsbury, who later told local media that Mr. Trump mistook her identity. I told people that someone had observed that I had been mistaken, Ms. Ardern said. Tom is a mate of mine, he then told someone else, so I can see how that then spirals. In the interview, which continued on the topic for 6 minutes, Tame repeatedly pressed Ms. Ardern whether she had implied to others that Mr. Trump was actually confused as to her identity. Now that you are a world leader, all of these things can blow up to be big, and if you are giving something that is not the entire truth, it can confuse people, Tame said. The interview has received mixed feedback, with some calling the lengthy questioning annoying and rude. For all the critics of my fall with the PM this morning, when a PM tells a story that embarrasses the US President and is 100% true, it's my job to ask questions. Just as I do with national MPs. Ms. Ardern expressed regrets at having shared the story in the first place. I think I should never have recounted the story, she said. It was a bit of a funny yarn, something that I didn't want to cause a diplomatic incident over.